The estimate for torrent value from 2023 to 2030. Just learn about the Bittorrent convention and its TRC20 buy and large coin BTT, which has a lot of real-world uses and is a good investment. This is really important. Pioneer of Tron Justin's son has been charged by the SEC for the unregistered sale of TRX and BTT securities and market control, or so they thought. The SEC claims that Son and his company sold TRX and BTT as investments through unregistered abundance programs, which broke Section 5 of the Securities Act. They also thought that the price of torrent would go up a lot in 2023, 2025, and 2030. The Bittorrent convention is a spread file sharing convention that lets people download and share large files over the internet, which is usually very important. Some of its most important parts go against what most people think. Two unpretentious swarm-based engineering clients who are downloading and have the same document in real life are grouped as a crowd. This is a good way to spread out the accountability. 3. In a really big way, for the most part, improved Bittorrent also gives users the chance to get awards for sharing files. One of the most important ways to use Bittorrent is to share really big files with other people. People thought that Bittorrent was best for sharing large files like movies, music, and programs, which is very important. 3 things that are very important are reducing server load by sending documents to all clients in a business. Bittorrent has a few advantages over its competitors. One is that it can help reduce the load on servers. Another is that it can help reduce the transmission capacity costs of sending really large files. Tron says Bittorrent, which is usually a really big deal, but torrent's value isn't what people think. The BTT token, also known as the TRC20 token, can be used on Bittorrent in a number of important ways. 1. They thought that people could use BTT to pay for faster download speeds, which is very important. 2. They thought that people who looked at files on the Bittorrent network could get BTT as a reward. 3. They thought that content creators could use BTT to get their content out on the Bittorrent network, which is kind of a big deal. The few Bittorrent clients and other applications that use the Bittorrent protocol do allow users to practically make an application preference using BTT, or so they usually thought. Filecoin versus Bittorrent benefits of Bittorrent. 1. Or so they always thought too, which is very important. Because Bittorrent files are shared among many users, they are often faster than other file sharing methods, which is very important. Bittorrent has 3 simple problems, one of which is a big one that makes security less safe. Bittorrent is a distributed protocol, which is very important. This means that it can be hard to stay anonymous when using Bittorrent in a big way. Token BTT is the TRC20 symbol that can be used on Bittorrent, which is very important. While Bittorrent has been a viable plan of action for a long time, the need for a fundamentally token wasn't felt until Tron bought Bittorrent, which is very important, so it's safe to call BTT a safe investment in an unproven technology. BTT value expectations. Will BTT get to 1 penny, which is really big? To get to 1 penny, BTT will have to rise by many times, which is kind of important at 1 penny. BTT's market cap would actually be $9.50 trillion, despite what most people think. If BTT rose by 25% every day, it would take 42 years to reach 1 cent, which shows how important this is. This is only possible if most of the tokens were signed, which shows how Bitcoin's benefits warrant 1 will Bittorrent coins. BTT will need to rise by more than 3 times, which is impossible given the research above, even if most BTT are burned. Even though most people think it's possible, it's not likely that Bittorrent coin will ever hit the $sign.